Alright, we're back in Hogwarts Legacy. Now, as you can see, I'm in the middle of a conversation. I was doing some side stuff. I didn't think this would lead to anything serious. I was just completing like some more class assignments and just minor things like I do off recording. And I didn't think that Transfiguration class would lead to something serious. So I'll just give a brief explanation. I did some side assignments for Professor Weasley. Came to Transfiguration class. We learned to just, the basic transformation spell. And now we've been having this conversation that I wish I had recorded. I just didn't think it'd be that serious, but I can tell that the conversation was based off like my choices and the progress I've made. And this is just mostly assumptions. It seems like there's some dots to connect here with this, just how choices matter in a really cool way. But like the way she spoke, it seemed as if I could have chose to not do some assignments, but I've been doing like everything. So she's pretty much just talking about how great work on doing side assignments and, not fucking around too much. But she also, now we're at where this conversation is now, apparently she knows about some of the other side things we've been doing, like, what she says here, and she's asking if it's connected to Professor Fig. So I wish I had hit record sooner, but I did it now, and we're at the point where she is once again asking us to tell her the truth, and I don't know, part of me wants to at this point, because we're so far in and we still haven't told her, but also I need to be loyal to Professor Fig. You know what, for now I'm going to say...
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore when I can in an effort to complete my field guide.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs.
Oh god, I hope that doesn't mean the game's ending soon.
I'll provide a final assessment at that time
to
ensure that you're ready for your exams.
And there's still so much to do.
Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Okay, well, it seemed like that part of the conversation wasn't as serious as the part that I accidentally didn't record, so that's unfortunate. So I guess I'm going to figure out what I'm actually going to do, because I had intended to record after this, and then we'll just jump into it. So let's just see, I guess.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
I remember our meet mentioning something about gobbledygook.
I was about to say that, I remember that. Alright, well, I didn't know I'd get owl mail right there. I was just coming back to my, room of requirement really quick to complete this quest about the breeding and grooming, because I still had to wait on that. Also unlocked a cool new robe, like my other house robe, but like snazzier, but I completed some challenge. I like it, it's pretty nice. But anyways, let's go. I'm gonna go take care of my Thestrals, and then we'll see what we're doing next. Alright, I got that taken care of. Something else I forgot to mention about that conversation with Professor Weasley, she also mentioned that Deke had told her about me capturing or saving a unicorn and bringing it back here, and she said that's like a huge deal, which is neat, because like that wasn't something that I had to do for a quest. I encountered a unicorn, one of the markings on the map of the areas where you can use your bag to capture them. I just encountered some unicorns, and I was like, in the movies they mention, and the books they mention how rare they are, so I'm gonna go ahead and get one. And it turns out I was right, I got one, and I guess if I hadn't got one, that conversation about the unicorn wouldn't have even happened, so pretty neat. Anyways, moving on. Alright, so earlier we got an owl from Natty about
so frustrating.
Her mom might know what we've been doing, going and doing dangerous shit, so she asked me to come meet her.
You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful? Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, But you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matebilaland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
No, her friend disagrees.
So
Felix Finkel thinks we
frustrating.
should still go adventure.
She never
Let's break
listens
more
to me.
rules.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However,
Holy shit, that's awesome.
I am an animagus.
I want to be
And
an
it is in my
animagus.
gazelle form that I have been able to wander the
Animagus,
highlands rather freely
animagus,
until
whatever.
now. Much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
That is so cool.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs.
Please,
And that
please
is just
give me
the
the option
beginning.
to do this.
Self-transfiguration is common among students at
I want to do
Wagadu,
that.
but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach
Screw
at
that.
Hogwarts.
Felix Finkel wants to become some kind of cool beast.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
Felix in D&D, I guess if his personality would make him any animal, it'd be a tiny, tiny owl of some kind, which is what his familiar is as well.
How does it feel to
Just a
transform
tiny
into an
but
animal?
very wise owl.
The first time, it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
I would have chosen this one, but I mean, her whole thing is she can see things. I mean, looking at it from a mother's point of view, like, if she could see things, I mean, I wouldn't lie. I would also kind of maybe use that to lie to my daughter to keep her safe. I don't know. I think she has good interests. She has her yeah, she
She's
means well.
concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act
Yes,
as
but
you
I
have.
also have
I
plot
must
armor.
deal with Rookwood and
You
Harlow,
are just an
not hide
NPC,
from them.
and I must protect my
My
friend
mother
NPCs.
cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Felix Finkel at your service. Alright, is that's that, I guess. So we'll, just wait to see just in case if I got any owl mail. You never know. It always seems to pop up at very random times. Like, it's obviously triggered by things, but there's always, like, a delay. But anyways, well, I guess we'll see what we move on to next. That was rather quick.
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar,
not
but
Merlin,
we
I'm
should check.
Felix.
And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
To be honest, for some reason I really trust Poppy. You know, she showed me the, I can't believe I'm forgetting, is it High Wing? My hippogriff. And we've shared a lot of secrets. I don't know, I trust her.
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Alright, is that it? Everybody just wants to talk to me today. Give me some info and contact me later. Alright, well, I guess let's see what else we can do.
Oh, I do hope Mary and her neighbours aren't harmed.
Excuse me, sir, what seems to be the problem? Felix
Excuse me,
Finkel
sir.
at your
Are you
service.
all right?
Just barely. But I don't want to trouble a student with my woes.
I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you.
I'm not so sure. Name's Crispin Dunn, by the way. I trade in the surrounding hamlets. Do the most business in Arranshire. A lovely little hamlet. Just stunning gardens. Just the other day, the Daily Prophet ran an article on its scenic hedgerows. Actually, before I go on, I should ask, are you afraid of spiders?
Spiders don't bother me at all. You'd be impressed by how many
I've
I've
killed
dispatched
so
lately.
many. Yeah,
Lucky
exactly.
you.
Exactly.
The hamlet's overrun with the vile things, and they're acting abnormally aggressively. I'm concerned about my customers, of course, but it appears that most of the hamlet's residents fled to safety. It's my friend Mary I worry about. I haven't heard from her, and I fear she's trapped in her cottage.
Understandable, but why don't you check on her yourself?
I would, but I have a crippling fear of the eight-legged beasts, which I, unlike you, seem incapable of conquering. I don't know what to do. Can you think of anyone who can help Mary?
I'll try my very best, Mr. Dunn.
Please do. If you can think of anyone that may be brave enough to help, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm
They'll
offering
find
for help.
Arranshire
Why do you keep acting like I'm
southeast
gonna
of
go get
Hogsmeade,
someone else?
just below the train station.
I'll just go do it. I'll just go kill the spiders. I saw this page. Give it here. Everything looks so nice from with all the snow around. So nice.
This must be Arranshire. I'd best keep an eye out for spiders. Seems a pleasant enough little place. Even more aggressive than I'd expected.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Alright, well I guess after we finish dealing with spiders, we might check that out. But I don't know if we'll have time.
Oh no, this must be Mary. Poor woman.
Rip. Yeah, I was in here
Mary was
earlier.
breeding these things in her cellar. That means there are more underground.
Oh no.
I'll need to destroy every last spider in that cellar if this is to end.
Yeah, and I've actually been to this town before, like, before winter, I think maybe, like, not too long ago. Off recording, I was doing some missions here, helping some people, which it also involved spiders, just I had to go to their lair and kill a giant one.
Egg sacs. I need to find and destroy all of these before the situation gets even worse. Confringo! That's one egg sac destroyed. I should get the rest. Descendo! Confringo! Places! Defendo! Confringo! Places! Defendo! Confringo! Revelio! Confringo! That's the last of the spider sacs. I suppose I know what happened to Mary Portman now. She was breeding the spiders.
Alright, I get it taken care of.
Mr. Dunn, I have some news.
Thank Merlin. About my sweet friend Mary.
It seems poor Mary was breeding spiders in her home for profit, and vastly underestimated their propensity to multiply.
Oh, Mary. What untoward scheme were you involved in? If she needed financial assistance, she could have just come to me. She didn't deserve this. Few do.
I am sorry about your friend, but you'll be relieved to know that I cleared out the spiders. It's safe to return now.
You? You cleared out the spiders? I can't believe it, but I'm certainly relieved. I imagine the first order of business will be to help the hamlet rebuild. I suppose I have nothing to fear from dead spiders.
Yeah, it's neat that we've actually had, I mean, it was off recording that I had traveled to that town a decent few times, and, like, you know, just seeing it as it usually was. It's cool to see the world evolve around you.
That's the spirit. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you again for all you've done. I shall keep you apprised of the hamlet's rebuilding.
Glad I could be of help, and I look forward to visiting your shop the next time I'm in Arranshire.
To dearly departed Mary.
Alright, so we're definitely going to end that one there. This one probably went a little longer than I expected, but a lot of that's probably going to be cut out because
I'll say
it was
it again.
just a lot of...
Can't thank you enough for helping to save the village from those
you're
trolls.
welcome. But a lot of it was just me running around and destroying eggs and such, so a lot of it will probably be cut out. Either way, this went way longer than I'd expected. So we'll see what we're jumping into in the next one. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you then.